So, Back to the Future, one of the most perfect trilogies in all of cinema. Yes, it has flaws, but it holds up today. It holds up today. What, 30 something years later? Um, and just an all-star cast. I mean, Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, Leah Thompson, uh, Crispin Glover, Tom Wilson. I mean, it's just a great cast. Also, I thought it was hilarious that Michael J. Fox was actually older than Leah Thompson and Crispin Glover, and those two were playing his parents. So, but yeah, the movie, that's a trilogy. I don't want to see remade, rebooted. It needs to stay the way it is. The games, however, that's perfectly fine. They had a game that was basically like Back to the Future 4. It was actually pretty good. But Back to the Future creator Bob Gale announces new video game installment, which, great. You're about to see some serious shit. Back to the Future is, well, I said 30 something years. It's 40. Wow. It's celebrating its 40th anniversary. God, I'm old. 40th anniversary with the announcement of a brand new video game. Franchise co-creator Bob Gale broke the news himself, so it's straight from the horse's mouth. Though details are currently scarce, here's what we know so far. You're gonna see some serious shit. And because everyone's still around, I mean, you could have Christopher Lloyd. He still does a lot of voice acting. The last thing I heard him in was in Kingdom Hearts. He was playing Master Xehanort. In the Remind, the DLC, because Leonard Nimoy was playing Master Xehanort. He died, and then the other guy was playing Master Xehanort, and I think he died. So then they have Christopher Lloyd playing Master Xehanort. But Michael J. Fox, I think he could still do voice work. But there's someone, I can't remember who it is, but they have someone who does like a Michael J. Fox voice. It's pretty good. But you know, depending on what the story's about. I mean, Tom Wilson, I'm sure he'd be happy to start saying butthead again or something. So, you know, that's what happens when you have the cast around. So hopefully it utilizes the cast as kind of an you know, for this 40th anniversary. Few film franchises have left as lasting an impact on pop culture as Back to the Future. Yeah. How do you see how many people customize DeLorean, like their own DeLoreans? Like there's this whole meetup where people show off their DeLoreans. It's insane. It just a passion for these. You know, people make their own props as close to the originals as possible, and it people love this movie, this trilogy. It's a great trilogy. Again, like it still holds up. Against All Odds has retained its devoted fan base and even been spared from the disastrous Hollywood remakes. Yeah, they're both like, we're not doing that. As long as we're alive, we're not doing a reboot to Back to the Future. Go enjoy the original. Now, after the success of the musical adaptation, franchise co-creator Bob Gale has revealed that a new video game is being developed. According to comicbook.com, this is something he's been eager to happen for quite some time. When was the last game? 2010. Wow. We got a new shot at a video game based on Back to the Future. I don't want to go into any more than that because I'm not allowed to. But it's something I've wanted to do for a long time. Knock on wood knock on wood that it will happen. Okay. No, I think my desk is fake wood. It's not gonna happen now. Back to the Future has video game adaptations in the past, most notably the Telltale Games episodic series from 2010. Yeah. The franchise has also expanded into board games and even an interactive children's book. These games took the original movies and expanded the story. The new video game will likely be the next expansion to Back to the Future lore, something that fans have both been wanting and dreading. Yeah, for good reasons. For good reasons. Because things nowadays can't just be respected. No, if they take something from the 70s, 80s, whatever, they've got to remake it for modern day, for the modern audience that doesn't even exist. So people are like, oh boy, Back to the Future, but oh boy, modern Back to the Future. As mentioned earlier, when Hollywood decides to reboot a franchise, it usually ends in disaster. Time and time, there have been rumors about a fourth Back to the Future. Yeah, this has been ages ago. Ages ago. People were like, oh, Back to the Future 4. Kind of like with Beetlejuice 2, but Beetlejuice 2 actually happened. At first, it was just a theory. A film theory. And cut. No, but like Beetlejuice 2 was just a fan theory. And then it actually happened. So, I mean, I don't think we're going to ever get Back to the Future 4, which, that's fine. I think most real fans are happy not getting Back to the Future 4. It ended all perfectly, so it doesn't need, you know, it doesn't, you know. As mentioned earlier, when Hollywood decides to reboot a franchise, disaster, time to time, uh, rumors about fourth Back to the Future movie or even a full-blown remake, Bob Gale has been shooting down those rumors for years. Like, he comes prepared. People always say, what are you guys doing at Back to the Future 4? Gale once said in response to Collider, as we say, fuck you. And you can quote me on this. Thus, instead of a movie, he greenlit a stage adaptation. We made 3 terrific movies, and people keep asking for more. So we made Back to the Future, the musical. The musical has been hailed as a fantastic play with phenomenal lighting effects. The original story had been changed a little for the stage adaptation, which some fans strongly disliked, but overall it was as faithful as it could be to its predecessor. The finale, spoilers, even had a dig at Hollywood remakes, with George McFly stating that his latest book, Back to the Future 4, would never become a movie. This was more than likely Gale's way of telling Hollywood to back down. Time circuits on, flux capacitor fluxing. Yeah, Back to the Future has given us some of the best, phrases and quotes and all that. They're gonna see some serious shit. Um, but the butthead or the Great Scott or this is heavy. Uh, you made you built a time machine out of a DeLorean. And he's like, well, if you're gonna if you're gonna travel through time, why not do it in style? I mean, it's true. I would rather, imagine if it was just a regular car. No, there's just something futuristic looking about a DeLorean, which fits perfectly with the whole sci-fi time travel aspect. It looks a lot better decked out with circuits and stuff inside than say like a modern car around that time would, So if you're gonna travel through time, why not do it with some style? So with Gale's confirmation that the franchise's next installment won't be governed by Hollywood, the fans are abuzz with excitement. Buzz, buzz, buzz. For instance, Master of the TDS, a lifelong Back to the Future fan, said on Twitter in response to yep, we already read that. It's safe to assume that other fans are just as enthusiastic for the upcoming video game. Hopefully more news will come soon. Hopefully it won't take another 10 years to release, because by then it won't be a 40th anniversary anymore. We might not need yeah, there's another one. Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads. So it just 2 McFlys with the same gun. We may not need roads where we're going, but we certainly need more details. Back to the rehash. Bunny with a keyboard. Normally, I respect your opinion, but this time, it's a video game, so it's not much of a problem. If it was a movie, then yeah, I'd have an issue with it, but video games, it's fine. But Back to the Future, it's like one of those movies. It's like it's on Netflix. They like put it on, take it off, put it on, take it off, put it on, take it off. It's like, it's a great movie. Why not just leave it on? YouTube will have it on there for free sometimes. I'm sure Hulu and whatever else have it on there. Um, I doubt they do the same thing as Netflix with the putting on, taking off, putting on, taking off, putting on. These great shows will be leaving in 2025. And one of them is like Breaking Bad. It's like, why are you taking off Breaking Bad? Seriously, what? It's a great show, and you know people are going to watch it. You're reducing things that people are going to want to watch and just filling in things that people don't want to watch. But sure, keep taking away things that people want to watch. But it's a great movie. Hell, there's on YouTube, hang on, let me bring it up. They did this 2 hours, and it's just people filming themselves, and this whole thing was put together by fans. Back to the Future Project 85, the fan remake. And this was done by fans. That's how much people love this movie. And it's the entire movie. It's insane. I think the other two have one, if I remember. But I actually watched all 2 hours. It was pretty good. It's pretty funny. You know, seeing some really good acting, some bad acting, seeing the effects that people would use, whether it be practical, you know, just like the DeLorean taking off, and it's just like a little DeLorean car, and they're just moving it along with their fingers, or if it's actual like you know, computer stuff, and it's fun. But beloved franchise, I've loved it since I saw it when I was a kid. So to see that we're getting the last game we got was in the 2010s. So the fact that we're getting a new game, and because it's a big number, you know, 40th anniversary, hopefully it will bring the cast in. I know Michael J. Fox isn't doing too great these days, but again, it would just be his voice. And if not, they have someone who could, you know, do the whole Marty thing. So, but yeah. Let me know what you guys think about a new Back to the Future game and what you think of the trilogy and why we don't need a new one. But that's going to do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.